Hello, beautiful souls. Firstly, I would love to give a big warm welcome and most importantly, welcome to Empowered with Natasha. Just before we dive in, I would love to give you a quick heads up. This is officially my first podcast, and let's just say I am officially out of my comfort zone. And as they say, growth begins at the end of your comfort zone. So I am definitely sitting in that and testing those boundaries right now. So I am asking for your support and your kindness as I navigate this very new adventure. I promise to keep showing up and giving it my all. So please stick with me. But most importantly, thank you for being here and joining me on this ride. So let's laugh, let's grow and empower each other. Now that I've given you all my little disclaimer, let's get started. I'm Natasha. I'm your guide on a journey to self-discovery, well-being, personal growth, infused with a little bit of spirituality. I'm here to help you love yourself like crazy, get to know and understand who you truly are, and step into your power. And most importantly, learn to live your life for you. So let's do this. Today's episode is a little different. It's personal. I want to share with you my story, not because I have all of the answers, but because I have been through some tough times, and maybe my journey can help you navigate your own. So here it is. This is me. I have been the love-struck, awkward teenager, the heartbroken, the partier, the teacher, the wife, the people pleaser. Oh boy, have I been the people pleaser. The mother, the single mother, the girlfriend, the seeker. Now I am happy to say that I am me. After years in the classroom as a teacher and earning my diploma in counselling, I've learned a thing or two about people and why we do the things that we do. And most importantly, how we can try to do things better. So, spoiler alert, it starts with loving yourself, getting to know who you truly are, and learning to live your life for you. You know, life has really thrown me some curveballs. A failed marriage, the loss of my mum to cancer, and the very wild ride of being a single mother. Let's not forget the joys of navigating the dating world in my 30s. What a crash course that has been in relationship dynamics. But here's the thing. Every challenge has taught me something really valuable about myself. And these are some of the lessons that I would love to share with you today. You see, I used to think that life was about ticking boxes. You get the job, buy the house, find a husband, have kids, and then that was it. That's happiness. Turns out that's not the case at all. And I'm actually here to do a whole lot more. So if you're listening to this right now, I bet you are feeling exactly the same way. I believe that we are all here for connection, to find love, whatever that might look like for you. And I know that that is different for each and every one of us. I believe that relationships are our gateways, often our biggest opportunities to learn the most about ourselves. After years of marriage and making the gut-wrenching decision to leave my marriage, navigating single motherhood, and again, the dating world, I have been through it. It wasn't easy, but boy, did it teach me a lot about what I want and also what I absolutely do not want. Finding inner peace and happiness is what matters to me most now, to live my life instead of just existing. Watching my mum battle cancer on and off for nearly 10 years and holding her hand when she left this world was one of the most hardest experiences I've had to date. Sitting with her through her treatments and her many appointments has really taught me to be so grateful for the tiniest things, like truly wholeheartedly being grateful. And I have learnt to laugh and laugh a lot, because when we really are in those dark moments, those little flickers of light are really what gets us through sometimes. I have two amazing boys. So can we just take a moment to recognize that women are magical creatures? Are we not? Seriously, we create life. How crazy is that? How incredible is that? At this point, I also want to say a shout out to men. You are pretty amazing too. If you are listening to this right now and you need this little reminder, there are incredibly great men out there. I found one myself. He is amazing in so many ways. My partner is my rock, and I honestly could not imagine doing my life without him. Now, can we also just take a moment here? Being a parent, well, it's rewarding, don't get me wrong, but oh my God, is it not one of the most hardest jobs in the world? So if you are currently swimming and navigating this part of your life, go you. You are amazing. If you are currently doing this on your own, I just want to acknowledge you and say, I see you too. So far, this journey of mine has been a wild one. But do you know what? It's shaped me into the person that I am today. I see it as beautiful, messy, challenging journey full of gifts and so many lessons. I'm sure just like yours. So that is what this podcast is all about. Navigating this crazy life together, growing from it one step at a time. So before we dive into all the juicy topics that I would love to cover in future episodes, I thought that I would share a few things that I've learned up until this point that might help you on your journey. Knowing who you truly are and loving yourself is one of the greatest gifts that you can ever learn to give yourself. Learn to love yourself. I'm going to repeat that again. Learn to love yourself. Here's a reminder. You are actually allowed to feel overwhelmed at times. In fact, it's completely normal. You're allowed to take space. You are allowed to step back or simply take a break. Space is actually a beautiful gift, and sometimes in those moments of taking space and taking time for ourselves, some of the most deepest, insightful moments can actually come to us. Here's the thing. Breaking up is okay. Divorce, okay. Being single, completely okay. Moving on, also okay. Leaving that job, okay. But you know what is not okay? Staying somewhere where you are unhappy, not valued, not loved, and underappreciated. That is not okay for your heart or your soul. And that is the stuff that unfortunately makes us sick. Sometimes you will learn the most about love from the people who are unable to love you back. In all honesty, I believe that this can be one of the most painful lessons we can learn as a human. I'm going to say that one again because I think that it might land for some of you. Sometimes you will learn the most about love from the people who cannot love you back. Your worth is absolutely never defined by someone's inability to see your value. Your worth comes from you alone. Learning to be honest with yourself is an empowering thing to do. And then, you know what? Once you learn to be honest with yourself, learn to speak up. Say your truth. You have no idea how powerful that will be for you. There are going to be times in your life when you are going to break, and it's in order to leave behind the parts of yourself that you no longer need to carry. It's okay to let yourself break. It's in those moments that we feel like we have been cracked wide open that we actually can learn the most about ourselves and what we can become. We outgrow those parts of ourselves so that we can put ourselves back together in new and powerful ways. Make sure that the people in your life know that you love them. I want you to tell them. Reach out today and tell someone that you love them. It is so important that people know how much you love and appreciate them. Love stories, sometimes they end, and that's actually okay. Leave people where they're at. Do you know what? Sometimes for our own personal growth, we need to learn to release connections that no longer serve us. It's about creating space for us to be our authentic self. And you know what it's called? Learning to love ourselves. There is strength in vulnerability, and I'm going to talk about vulnerability a lot. Being open and learning to be vulnerable is not a sign of weakness. It's often where our deepest connections are made. Not everyone is going to resonate with your energy, and that is completely okay. But here's the thing, you're also not going to be for everyone either, and that is also okay. Embrace the freedom that comes with being you and be proud to be you. Embrace change. It is a constant and life is a continuous journey. As you continue on your journey, you will realize that change is a constant companion. Sometimes we just have to learn to embrace it and find the beauty and the gifts that come with it along the way. Life isn't about keeping everyone else happy. People pleasers, this is a big one for you. Your journey is for you and you alone. It's about creating the life that you want to live, one that aligns with your true values, what brings you joy and inner peace, and most importantly, happiness. When I'm saying this, positivity is actually a choice. I'm not talking about toxic positivity. I'm talking about being grateful and having a grateful heart. It literally changes everything. Your mindset actually shapes your reality. If you have a grateful, positive outlook, it honestly can totally recreate your world. If you're going to take anything away from this podcast today, I want you to take this with you. The one person in your life who is always going to be there for you is you. So I'm telling you, it is your responsibility to get to know yourself, learn to love yourself, and honestly, prioritize yourself. You will absolutely never regret. So you're probably sitting here listening to this thinking, why is Natasha sharing this with me? Because I actually know times life can be tough and sometimes it feels like we are doing it on our own. I'm here to tell you, you are not alone. If you have experienced heartbreak and emotional pain, or you're just feeling lost, I want to remind you, I've been there too. Through this podcast, I want to share lessons that I've learned about love, loss, growth, and everything in between. Because I believe sharing our stories is what can empower each other to heal, grow, and create a life that we truly love and are really passionate about. So, wherever you currently are on your journey, whether you are in the midst of heartbreak, or you're struggling with loss, or you're just trying to find your way right now, I want you to know it's okay to feel what you are feeling. It's okay to take your time. And it's okay to lean on others and ask for support. You know what? Sometimes we need to be reminded we are all in this together. So thank you so much for listening. If this resonated with you, or you think it could be of a little bit of extra empowerment for someone else, I would love for you to share this episode. Let's spread the love and empower each other to create the lives that we all deserve. Remember, you hold the power. So until next time, be amazing. Love yourself like it is your full-time job, because you know what? It actually is. I'm sending you all so much love. Until next time. Mwah.